This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social, and I'm delighted to be joined by world title challenger Jason Welborn here at BCB's gym. Jason, how you doing?
I'm saying thanks. But just good to be back in the mix on these big fights. So just looking out to get out there now. So the last couple of days sorting the last little bits, but it's all part and parcel again. And I'm just looking forward. I'm ready for everything what comes in my way.
This came out of the blue. I'd heard a few rumours at the time before it was announced. When did you find out about it?
It was about a few weeks after the Langford fight. Obviously, we knew about the mandatory, so we knew that we had that to fall back on. But at this stage, if it was a European or that, I'm going to snatch it with both hands. Like, obviously, financially, everything has got to be to business. So I can hang around a British. I hanged about at Midlands level, 5 bloody defences for years. So at the end of the day, this come at the right time. In 2018, like I keep saying, everything what I'm touching in 2018, it's turned into gold.
I just realised I hadn't actually mentioned your opponent's name, Jarrett Hurd, a brilliant professional. He's the heavy favourite going into it. But what do you make of odds when fights are made?
You know, odds, I don't really bet. I don't really. At the end of the day, I'm training hard. This is the hardest I've put my body through this camp. It's been gruelling, but I know what I'm getting in with, and that's got me to where I've been getting me through my training camps like today. I'm just got to start peaking down now. I've put my body through hell, and yeah, he's probably the best pound for pound in the world at that weight. So I know I've got to bring something special on that night, and I think I'm capable of doing it with my aggression and my strength. And I've got to make him fight, and that's what I've got to do, obviously, to win, especially over there.
Just talk to me about how the fight got made, then, you know, who got in touch with who, how long was it going on for, and how difficult was it to try and keep it away from everybody?
Yeah, it was hard, because I don't even tell my dad, just say he could let it out in the pub or stuff like that. But me and the wife knew. It was like, was it the end of, it was like the beginning of October time. So obviously I had my holiday a couple of weeks after Langford fight, got back, and there was talks of it, and the contract comes. Don't say nothing until obviously the second contract comes, and that. So BCB done all the backing, all the hard work. Plus Jarrod was out in Poland at the time, so it was hard to communicate with me. So when he got back, it was the beginning of October, and we still couldn't say nothing. So obviously I got straight back into training, training hard, but thinking, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I vacated my British. Hopefully it's going to happen. Obviously I wasn't thinking down them lines. I was just thinking, this is a shot. I've got to grab it with both hands, like, because everybody wants to fight for a world title. You know what I mean? And I've got the chance. I've been given a chance to do that, and to bring it back to the Black Country. It'll be a right rocky story, and I'm just buzzing. I just want to get over there now and settle in and soak it all up, and just put a brilliant performance on, and whatever the outcome's the outcome, I'm ready for anything.
What was you doing at the time when, you know, Errol or somebody else, obviously with BCB, got in touch with you and told you, you know, look, it's a possibility it might happen?
Well, saying that, I was out on the Lash up Birmingham. It was the Darren Barker night at the Coffin Hotel, a gentleman's night, and I was invited to that. So obviously my phone's died. They was trying to get hold of me, but obviously I only had my ticket phone on me, which obviously I used to sell all my tickets and stuff like that. But that died as well. So Rachel was, when I got in, I was being sick. She goes, Errol's been after you, he's got you a big fight. And obviously I found him, and they agreed it. They knew I'd won it, you know what I mean? And it was agreed the next day, and I woke up thinking, bloody hell. I had a wedding, I had plans that weekend, drink stopped, and it was, from a professional, as soon as I opened my eyes that day, I knew I've had my holiday, I've had a little bit of a blowout, I've had 2 weeks off, back on the grind now, back on this, because it's a world title shot, and I was like, but yeah, I mean, that's why now the hard training's done. I'm looking at the posters, people talk. I've kept off social media because there is a lot of probably doubters, but we've had that at Midlands level, British level. So if I shock the world for beating Jarrett Hurd, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm proving people wrong, and it's good to do that. You know what I mean? From my side and my career, we've had our ups and downs, and I've done it the hard way. It's nice to just make people think, bloody hell, what's he doing? And I've been living as like a professional now, especially for 2 years. Boxing's been my life, and that's what you got to do to get anywhere. I've tried to work and juggle things around and everything. and it happen when you step up to like British level. British level beyond, fair enough, you're doing 4-6 rounders, you can get away with it, but these have been doing it from day dot. That's why he's world level, and however way he's done it, and I take my hat off to anyone. He's world champ. I know what I'm getting in with, and this is boxing. This is, you can't duck no one. People duck fights and, oh well, we'll take that, we'll do that. I ain't done it the easy option, so I ain't going to start taking an easy option now when I'm at the top. So I've got to get this and snatch it with both hands, and I can sit back and think, listen, my dad put a pair of gloves on, I'll never turn no one down and nothing. I'll get in that ring and I'll fight, win, lose, whatever, and that's me. You can't train that. It's here and it's here. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. Like, you know what I mean? You don't pick, choose, or fight. And that's what's going to happen the 1st of December. I'm going to fight.
How much more have you probably analysed Jarrett Hurd compared to previous opponents, because you know what's on the line of an opportunity which is is just around the corner now, it's next week?
When he first, when I got announced about the fight, I don't really know. I thought, Jarrett Hurd? And then I look back, whether I was hanging or what, I don't know. But I was like, Jarrett Hurd? And then when I watched, I thought, I have watched him, but obviously being big fight, you don't really watch in America big. Then I think I said his last fight, and I was studying that, and I thought, you know what, he can be beat. He's very big for the weight. He looks like he bullies opponents. He's got a long jab, and he's massive for the weight. You know what I mean? So that's the first things I picked up on. But other than like studying and that, fair enough. You can study. When you get in that ring, game plans, that can all go out the window. So at my level now, I've got to adapt to whatever he brings to the table that night. And since I put a pair of gloves on and everything, I've got to just adapt to it. And this is everything from the day I started boxing now, and I know that. And it's not only for me, it's what I've put my family through. Everything what I've done for boxing, it's got to pay off the 1st of December, and it can do. And I could be basically, I could set my kids up if I win this fight, and that's in the back of my mind. You know what I mean? So, stop looking at that bag. So I can basically set my family up for this fight. So you know what, these chances in lives, fair enough, you can have it the easy way and win the lottery. But I don't want it the easy way and win the lottery. I want to put all this hard work into the 1st of December, and I want to give it everything that I got, what I got. If I lose, I lose, but that ain't even come in my head. And I know people aren't thinking, bloody hell, he's just going over there for a, you know what, it physically is not. I ain't thought about the money side of nothing. I'm going there to win, you know what I mean? And that's in my head, and I'm stopping around positive people. It's in me. And I know everything what I've done and what I've been through. I've had the dark days. I've got to go through now, and I've got to get what I deserve out of this sport. And basically that's part and parcel of everything now.
People have spoken about in the past that you're just somebody, you know, you'll go in there, you'll give your all, you'll go to war with someone, and that's what everybody's come to expect, especially after both of the Tommy Langford fights. Is that something that you feel it has to happen again? It has to be a war with Jarrett Hurd? Or, for example, you know, when Tommy fought you, people were saying Tommy's he's a boxer, but he's obviously, you've pulled him into 2 wars instead of allowing him to box. Do you feel that it has to be a war with Jarrett Hurd?
Well, to be honest, I can shop here, but I've worked on little game plans. I ain't going to give too much away, but to be honest with you, I can box, but I do like a war. And I do take it to them, and my pressure and the frustration when they get in with me and they're meeting me, it frustrates them. Obviously, I'm tough, you know what I mean? I think that's when they hit me and I'm on them and I'm bum and I'm enjoying it. There's something right, so I take that out. I take it away from them, and when I draw them in and at middleweight, I've been banging. So fair enough, it's light middle, but I'm doing the weight nice, comfortable, so I'll be like a middleweight on the night of the fight anyway, like how Jarrett Hurd is. He's very big for the weight, so the main thing, I can't let him bully me. I've got to bully him back, and that's what I've got to do, and whatever he's got, whatever he brings to the table, I've got to try, and I think he's going to try and box and move, and he's come off an injury, but I even people thinking, oh, it's risky with that injury, but I haven't thought about injury. I'm expecting 110% Jarrod Hurd, you know what I mean? He's a world champion, undisputed, you know what I mean? And he's looking at big names, he's looking like Canelo, and I read something last night. Someone tagged me in something, clicked on it, and Alvarez, he's looking to like clear up. He reckons he can beat all these. So to me, he's probably treating me like a bit of a sparring, which fair play to him, and I wish him all the best in what he's done in his career. But I've got a chance to change my life around. He's changed his life around. He's got what he can out of this sport, and it's up for me to get what I can now. And I think this is a perfect timing for me now.
Why do you think he chose you as an opponent instead of somebody else?
I don't know, me and Everett spoke about it, whether it's because I'm ranked in ninth in IBF and at middleweight, so whether he's going to step up to middle and he wants to test his arm and test his weight. I think they said my last fight with Langford, they like my style, I'm coming forward, they might think, oh, Welborn suits him, he can get the rounds in, test the power, test the strength. And so that can be looking at a few things from obviously my last opponents, but I can carry on looking at my last opponents because my losses, what I've got on my card, things weren't right in camp and things happen in general lifestyles. So that's why I keep proving people wrong. They go, oh, Tommy Langford, oh, you got stopped by going to the body shop. I was on antibiotics going into that fight, drained, making weight. People don't see that side. But it's just nice. I concentrate, I get my head down, I do my training. It's an hard game, and I'm here now. Won the British this year, I've defended it, and I'm going for a world title. So, third time lucky. You know what I mean? This is it. And I believe I got Angel in my corner, my mum, and she's pushing everything. She's pushing everything my way. Obviously, the hard work's down to me and the grit, but. It's just having that little bit more inspiration, and I'll take some beating, whatever I put my mind to, not only just boxing.
Talking about the weight, obviously you're dropping down a weight division. It's only 6 pounds, well I say only, but you haven't boxed there for a few years now, so how do you feel you'll adjust to it, or how is camp going, trying to drop back down?
I thought I would like middle. I thought, well, to be honest with you, the last one what I made, the first time with Langford I was 11.4. So the weight comes off of the training, but being in the gym twice a day, it's dropping off me. You know what I mean? So the bigger the fight, it just gives you that bit more inspiration. I'd come in the gym in the day now, do my training, and I'd do my own thing on a night, but I've been back in the gym, doing my pads on a night, doing my sparring on a night, training circuits in the day. So there's probably over a camp, there's probably another 20 sessions what's gone in. Due what I did to the Langford fight, so I can only get better, and I can only feel when I get in that ring how do I feel. But I'm professional. I've done weight issues a lot of times. I've done the wrong way and I've done the right way, and as long as I'm rehydrated after the fight, that's the main thing. Obviously, there's an IBF £10 rule, which is obviously good from both sides, so we don't blow up. That's the next day, but we'll both be beginning to that ring. Whether he'll be over 12 stone, I'll probably be about the same. But it's going to be exciting, trust me.
I can see just talking to you how excited you are. How difficult is it not to just think about what could be if you was to win and the opportunities that could come? And I can see like you just rubbing your head, then you probably got it running through your mind what could happen.
I'm taught of doing it at this stage. We're sorting stuff out. We're doing this. We're flying out. We get Thursday. So there's a lot this week. I'm tired. I'm training. So it's you know what? I've just got to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Boxing, especially this stage, your last week of hard training and making sure that weight's right. People don't see this side, so I'm on the ball and I've got to keep on the ball till I land, and then we still got to keep on the ball because you can lose the weight on the scales. So as soon as I land, we've got a gym, we've got everything out there, so it's just ticking over the last week, but it's just like you say, going back to what could be in the next 3 weeks' time if I had these, but I'd still be me, I'd still be here in the Black Country, training, doing what I do, having a curry over Christmas with the lads. Nothing's going to change. The only thing that's going to change is I can say, I've done it. I mean, whatever happens after that, that's it. But I ain't looking to be stepping back down to British. I've done Midlands, I've done British, I've gone through grit for years to get where I've got to get. And this is where I want a few fights at this level, and then I can say, bye-bye to boxing and put my time into training others, or I've got to skip little things at the minute setting up. So I've got a lot of options, but boxing, I ain't finished with the sport yet, and we'll know what's going to happen after the 1st of December.
Sure, that's what this fight gives you. It gives you an opportunity. Whether you win or lose, you know that you'll still be able to operate at a higher level than British, and that you'll still get more opportunities at that higher level.
Yeah, well, that's what I want. I want to win, and then I want to obviously defend them titles. That's what every boxer wants to do. And it's all right boxing at British and this and that, but it's financially. I want to be up there fighting the best at this stage of my career, and that's what I need. And to bring the best out now, I think that's what I'm going to see when I get in with a better opponents like world class. I've been in with McVie Macklin. He's been world level. I think I've done really good against him, and that's the better the opponent, the better you see me. You put me in with anyone, I can go laxy-daisy, and that's what I can't afford having in my career. I've got to have stuff to get up for now, not just probably another defence. I could afford another British defence. I could be thinking that could even going through my head. This is something what can gain and better me, and that's what I want to keep on doing while I'm in the sport.
Now, talk to me about the Tommy Langford fight. You know, you've had a chance to watch the second one back now. 2 Fight of the Year contenders with him, and the first one obviously was. What have you made of your performances in those fights?
The first one, it was brilliant. Hungry about winning the British title. But then my hand went in the first one. I had a couple of cortisone injections and that. It's healed now, but it was like I had the wedding. I had everything. I was moving for the last camp, but no excuse. I trained hard. And I've done everything. I probably could have trained harder if I put it what I've done for this one. But I trained hard, and I enjoyed the last one. It was on a big bill, and I just thought I was stronger. He wasn't hurting me. I watched the second one back, and people saying he probably could. I made it close for myself. Obviously, after the second knockdown, I hit the top of his head, and my hand, both of my hands, when I took the wraps off, was swole. And right when he was hitting my guard, my hands was my right hand. I couldn't throw it, and I started loading up, looking for that big shot again, which with a boxer 6'1", you can't really be doing. It's like I can't be doing that with Jarrett Hurd, because obviously he's very similar. He'll make you miss and little things. But I watched it back and I thought, you know what? If people thought it was your fitness a bit, if you'd have stepped it up, you'd have stopped him. But it's boxing, things can happen. It's how you adapt. I got in there, I walked him down. I was taking shots, but I won't get in hurt. He was jabbing me. I took a few more shots that I should have done. But other than that, I was pleased with their performance, knowing how I felt. And I look back, how I felt, and I thought, if my hand would have been right and my fitness was there, I should have stopped him at least the 6th round. It shouldn't have gone past the 6th, but he got the 12 rounds in. So I've had 24 rounds at a good level this year. What's that saying? I'm ready for a world title shot. I've rounds them in the bank at a high pace. I've been in the gym all year. I've had my holidays, I've had the rest. I've lived like a true professional. After every camp, I've had an holiday. I've ate good, I've ate like a king. So this is the reward now. So all my other fights can be put past me. I've just got to make sure my eyes set on Jarrod Hurd, and I'm over there in LA. And I'm ready to just basically show the world what I am about and what I would have had if I'd have been here years ago. So promoters, it's me, Errol Johnson, BCB, we're going over there, and it's our time, no one else's, it's our time. These have put the hard work from a young age, getting me the fights, getting me the breaks, and we've done well to say what we've had from the Black Country. But we've got the British, it's booming BCB now, and we just want to keep progressing. Not only I deserve it, Errol Johnson deserves the rewards for the Black Country, the time and effort, what he puts in, people don't see that. And obviously the boxers, we've got to go through the dedication, the hard work, whether it's a Midlands title fight or in boxing for a world title. But yeah, there is levels in boxing, and I reckon I'm ready for whatever level you put in front of me now.
You obviously vacated the British title. Mark Heffron was your mandatory. I saw those few things over social media saying like you was dodging him and that. You would have known you had the world title fight nearly close to confirmation. How difficult was it for you not to say something you said?
From their side, like the contract was here. Yeah, it was something to fall back on Mark Heffron, and like I've never ducked no one. So when people saying, "Oh, I'd have been skipping in that ring the 22nd, you know what I mean? Whether I'd have got up for it or what, but it was a fight, it was a British title fight, and 2018, in my head, was my head, and he wouldn't have bet me. I'd have tried, I mean, I'd have put it on him, we'd have had a war, and then that'd have been it, and I'd have think, my style, he's a bit of a bully, I've heard logs to bang, and he can bang a bit, but I've got to bang him back, and like, that was him, but we knew about this fight, so when they advertised me and Mark, I was like, people saying, you got tickets, Jay, you got tickets, I was like, we haven't signed nothing yet, like, you know what I mean? So that was a bit from Frank Warren's side, not Mark Heffron's side. His team advertised it, and then I'm thinking, hang on, we've got like big, but we couldn't say anything. So that was a bit frustrating. I was pissed off that side, but I just kept on the ball, kept my training, took no notice. People saying, oh, you're ducking this, ducking that. I thought, you know what? Leave the Twitter, leave all that. I'll just come off it, concentrating on what I've got to concentrate on. And that was it. And then when it was announced, people saying, I can see why. And people know why. At the end of the day, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? I can fight Mark Heffron at Manchester or go to LA and fight the best in the world. You know what I mean? So if I'm ducking anyone, do you think I'd be ducking him? I could have stopped at middle, had a defence at British, and then waited around. But I might not have got this opportunity what I've got now. I could be here this time next year, British champion, going for a European. You know what I mean? But I'm bypassed that, I'm going for a world. So, I mean, everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer, and that's what I've got to do now. And I've got to get the best out of this sport while I'm in it. And I want to fight the best. And I can come out of this sport then and say, look what I have done. I've ducked now one. And like someone who's had 7 amateurs, come from the black country, has boxed for a world title. So it can be done. It's just belief and hard work.
What other names were you considering then prior to Jarrett Hurd?
Well, there's a European champion, I can't think of his name. I sparred him down here. He's, what's his name? I can't think of his name. But Errol was going to do a deal with that. But other than that, it was probably the Mark Heffron. You know what I mean? I was happy enough to just get the British. It was local and going over Poland, and you know what I mean? So we'd have probably done the Mark Heffron fight, really. That made sense, really. It was a right timing as well, December, out before the new year. So everything was all right until this one come up. So it was just thinking, boom, beginning of December, is that too early or what? But mate, I've been busy, I've been active, so there's no. It was straight back into training for this fight. So that's it now. Like, you know what I mean? All them other names and this and that now. I've got a job to do, and I've got a tunnel vision on the 1st of December.
Just talk to me as well about the headline fight on that night, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, watching the build-up and everything, it's exciting, and then obviously then I thought, oh, I'm on it. I think, God, it's amazing to box at the Staples Centre. Not many boxers do that, you know what I mean? I box British, this, that. A lot of very talented athletes have come from around Birmingham. They done what I'm going to be doing. So I've got to take everything into consideration. I've got nothing to lose, only something to gain. But I'm mentally going over there to win. And it's a dream come true. And I've just got to thank everyone from BCB, everyone who's supporting me, my dad, Rachel, my wife. They're more the back on me and then believing me, and that's what you need. You need that to get you out of bed on a morning. And obviously when you're looking at your little baby who's 2 and she's boxy, doing all this, doing that, it makes me think, this is it, I've got a chance been given, I'm lucky enough to do it, to change their life, what I had, you know what I mean? So that's part and parcel, and boxing's helped me out in life in general. And obviously with everything what's going on now, I'm going up out here and I've got to snatch it with both hands. To be on a big bill like Tyson Fury and all that, it's amazing. And like I think it'd be a good fight, and I hope Tyson pulls it off, and I do, and then we come back when we both got them belts, man. You know what I mean? So it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. But even that fight, I've concentrated on my own. I can't concentrate on other. The build up, it's like people think, oh, it's all joke and this and that. Boxing's mentally, and Tyson's doing a really good job at the minute. And I hope Fury pulls it off and does what he got to do. But I've got to think of me, and that's all I'm thinking about. It's a selfish sport, boxing is, and then that's all I'm thinking about is me, and that's what I've got to do.
You got a couple of days left before you fly out now, and then obviously a week over there. You have your media obligations, etc. What are these next few days going to be like for you then, and that final week? What are you going to be trying to do just to trim those last few pounds that you might have and get yourself ready for next Saturday?
Yeah, basically we just get over there. Obviously might have a bit of jet lag and everything, but just basic rest now. The hard work's done. Land, settle in, do a little bit of sweat stuff, bit of pads, just keeping sharp, keeping mentally positive, fit, and we know all the hard work's done now, and just bring the weight down steady the last 4 or 5 pound while I'm over there. So it's all going well. It's all going well. It's just obviously got to keep professional till I get on them scales, and even after the scales, till I get in that ring, and then I can switch off after the fight then.
And finally, just a word towards everybody who's going to be watching, or have you had many people who are going to be flying out to watch you?
Yeah, there's a fair few. A lot of my friends, there's a good 20, 30 flying out at the minute, I think. But with tickets and that, I've just got the tickets offline. I've had no stress with that. Just 100% training. So it's nice to have the backing and the support of people. Then the haters and the doubters and the jealousy, what goes on in life, not only just boxing. But it's nice to have the support. I will thank everyone for obviously who's the back on me, who supports me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My wife's be out there with me with the mum and the baby, then coming out with me. So I've got my little family unit around me, just to keep me every day. I'm looking at this is it. This man's trying to take this away from me, what I've worked hard for. So just little things, I'll be ready, and that's it now. Boxing, I've done everything. I never mess about in training, so everyone knows that, and we're there now. Just met that weight and get stuck in now. It's fight time.
Well, Jason, I know you're itching to have your session now, so thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
That's great. Thank you for coming down anyway, bro, man.